Trump's tariffs have rattled the global economy, and the auto industry is right in the middle of it. A 25% tariff on imported cars and parts stacked on top of the existing 2.5% created a massive 27.5% barrier overnight. The fallout was brutal. Volkswagen alone lost €1.3 billion in the first half of 2025, while America's auto sector shed 40,000 jobs. Canada saw the opening and seized it. Prime Minister Mark Carney slapped back with a matching 25% tariff and funneled that money into a $2 billion fund to build Windsor into the new Detroit. As American factories shuttered, investments started flowing north. Detroit, the arsenal of democracy, watched its neighbor across the river rise to steal its crown. The shift wasn't to Mexico or China. It was to Canada, redrawing North America's manufacturing map. Americans paid more for fewer choices, while Canadians suddenly enjoyed cheaper cars and more jobs. Volkswagen got hammered the hardest. The tariffs cut its profits by 29% year-over-year, forcing it to slash forecasts. Luxury brands like Audi and Porsche were crippled. Porsche's profit fell over 90%. Even American companies weren't spared. Ford swallowed $800 million in tariff costs in just 3 months. America, in effect, taxed its own. The promise of protecting jobs collapsed, echoing the disastrous Smoot-Hawley tariffs of the 1930s that deepened the Great Depression. Job growth stalled. Unemployment ticked up. Manufacturing and finance bled jobs. The US economy faltered. Meanwhile, China and other competitors adapted fast. In electric vehicles, China became not just a market but a rival. Allies began to hedge, asking, what happens next time America weaponizes trade? Their answer: prepare to depend less on the US. That's where BRICS comes in. Lula da Silva openly calls for alternatives to the dollar, and the bloc is delivering. BRICS now surpasses the G7 in total GDP, 32.1% versus 29.9%. With 10 member nations representing over half the world's population, trade inside the bloc has exploded. US sanctions backfired, pushing countries like Russia to ditch the dollar for yuan, rupees, and rubles in oil sales. The once sacred petrodollar link has been broken. BRICS is building its own payment systems, banks, and trade deals in local currencies. Even Saudi Arabia has priced oil in yuan, a direct strike against dollar dominance. The US is watching its exorbitant privilege slip away, the ability to print money endlessly to fund deficits. Losing that means higher interest rates, more debt, and inflation crushing families. And tariffs aren't just hurting cars. Lumber is next. Washington slapped a 20.56% duty on Canadian softwood lumber, triple the old rate, making homes even more unaffordable for Americans. The US Lumber Coalition calls it protection, but the truth is clear: higher lumber costs get passed on to builders and homebuyers. Canadians, for once, aren't just playing defense. They're using quotas as leverage, signaling that if America wants stability, it'll be on Canada's terms. This decades-long lumber war shows how protectionism, fueled by lobbyists, keeps punishing ordinary Americans while allies adapt and win. The world is shifting fast, and America risks being left behind. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit that like button, share this video, and let us know in the comments: do you think tariffs protect American jobs, or are they costing us more than we realize? And don't forget to subscribe to the Untold Compass for more stories the mainstream won't tell you.